What's up, y'all? What's up? My name Mario Hosea. I've been working on credit repair for now like 6-7 years, and I've seen it all. I probably worked on more than 200 to 300 people, clients, me personally. So I got some stuff I can share with y'all. So today I want to talk about how to remove a late payment off your credit profile. If you have a late payment on there, if you got one late payment, 2, 3, 4, or 8 or 10, it don't matter. Like in the last video I was talking about, my dad had like 15 late payments and we got them all off of there. So today I want to show y'all how to remove a late payment. So let's get into it. So honestly, I never had a late payment. I had collections. Like off the gate, I got my first job and I had an iPhone. I bought me an iPhone and I was working there, and soon I bought the iPhone, I made a mistake and clinked the lady money off the table and they fired me. They fired me like soon I got the iPhone. So I had an AT&T bill, and then it went from 30 days late to 60 days late to 120 days late, and then it went to collections. I didn't have no money to pay it. So once I had the collection, I removed it, and I talk about how to remove collections in another video. Check that video out for sure. But today, some of y'all have accounts that y'all love. I have a friend, he don't even know he a mentor. I had to give him some money, like, dude, you helping me out too much. Like, you don't even know you were consulting me. So he had a whole bunch of credit cards. Like, he real financially literate everything, because it can happen to anybody. Like, he's millionaire status. So he had one missed payment from Discover and it reported on his credit profile. He was calling me scared, shaking the boots, and I was shook, because I'm like, dang, you taught me some stuff. So I'm like, let me double check and watch my stuff. So he had the late payment on there from Discover, and they was giving him some real pushback on not removing it, but we got it removed. But I'm gonna tell y'all what happened with that situation later on. We got it removed and his account was back at 800. You know, we both of us, I'm like, man, you get me scared to get hot. So how do a late payment get on your credit? How do a late payment get on your credit? A lot of people don't understand. Like, say for example, your statement date, right, and your due date. So if your statement date is on the 15th and your due date is on the 20th, your payment ain't due until the 20th. And the statement date report, that's the whatever balance you have, that's the time it reports. So you want to make your balance smaller on the day it report. Let me make, I hope nobody called me. So what's next? So the statement balance and then the due date. So your due date, say if your due date is the 20th. If you're late, like if you don't make your payment on the 20th, some credit cards give you a 5-10 grace period, right? Some of them give you 15 or whatever. So in that window, for real, and check with your credit card company, you're not late. Like you might get a late payment, or they're not going to report on your credit profile. Right now, we talking about how to remove late payments from your credit profile. So you're not really late. So when a company reports you're late, you're 30 days late. So if your payment was due on the 20th and it's the 20th next month popping up, you're late. They own you. They reporting that to the credit bureau. Some probably, just check with your company. Read that stuff that y'all have in there. So if that report on your credit, you can call them, if ask them, can they make an adjustment for you? Like, hey, it wasn't an intentional thing. Check my record. Or even if you knew, you just like, hey, I didn't really understand the software. I thought I had my account set up. Just tell them the truth. Like, hey, can y'all help me out? If you got one late payment, hey, can y'all help me out? Who can I talk to? I'm trying to get a house. I'm trying to get a car. I really like this credit card. All that. You understand? That's the first step. Go to the creditor. If you late with PNC, Chase, Discover, Amazon, whoever you late with, American Express, your car note, call them. And then if you can't make the payment, don't never just not make the payment, right? But if you can't make the payment and you can't, call them, and they got little stuff in place. A lot of people don't know that. And we'll talk about that too in another video. They got a lot of stuff in place for people when they can't pay their bills. So you want to tap into what they saying about, if you can't make a payment or whatever, so it don't report on your credit profile, because they can put you in certain things where, like, say if your bill is $300 a month and you only can pay $75 right now until you get back on your feet, they'll put some of that stuff at the back of your payment. So boom, now you're 30 days late. We talking about one person with one late payment. They might make an adjustment, they might not. You just got to keep calling them. It's a real tedious process, but it can happen. I've seen it happen multiple times. Ain't no guarantees, but if you consistent with it, it'll happen. So say for example, we get that one offer. Say you got 2 late payments or 3 or 4 late payments, right? So you got all these late payments, and you just gotta get it in now. Now you will have to. Oh yeah, let me go to my list, because I just be talking. I know this stuff so much, y'all. I want to give y'all some order. So we talk talked about when it report. Oh yeah, another thing, you want to pull your credit profile. You want to pull your credit profile. You can even pull it with Experian, you can use all three: Experience, TransUnion, Equifax, or you want to get you an annual reporting every year and pull it and then really see what's going on, because you're going to need that later if you got a whole bunch of late payments, right? You're going to need that later. So step one, you want to call the creditor. Hey, can y'all make the adjustments? Offer them something. Try to pay it off. Try to have something in hand. Say, I'm going to set it up on automatic payment. It's not a reflection of my character if something happened or whatever. So that's step one. Step two, pull your credit report. Once you pull your credit report, you will be able to see what's on there, and you'll be able to, know what's going on there. So yeah, so boom, I got everything. So if they give you some pushback, say they're like, no, we ain't moving it, you 9 days late. Like some people that, like when I was doing my credit consulting and like guiding them on how to fix their credit, I'm like, look, if you just had a missed payment, come back in 3 months and let's jump on it. I only got my chain. I'll have my chain took out. Here you go. Got to show the family. Rest up, my brother. But if you got a lot of late payments on it, right, and they talking about, no, we ain't moving or whatever, now we have to go to the next step. Like, y'all gonna remove this late payment. So it's called a factual dispute, right? Hit me up on Instagram. If y'all want the letter, hit me up on Instagram. Y'all gotta follow me on Instagram if y'all want the letter. I'm giving it away for free, but it's reciprocity around here. Follow me on Instagram at spank_the great, and I shoot you that letter over. So hit me up on Instagram, y'all. I just want to see who watching this if y'all really need it, and I'll show y'all how to do a factual dispute letter for late payment. So you have to break it, get you a factual dispute letter for it, and I'll show you how to type it out. So you have to show the creditors, you have to show Experience, TransUnion, and Equifax, like, hey, this stuff is not reporting right. Usually this is what they're going to do. They're going to, we have verified it is reporting right. So then and then you be like, okay, you keep that letter. They talking about they reporting it right because they got it from the creditor. Now you go to the creditor and you tell the creditor, like, hey, this stuff is not reporting right. The creditor not about to do what Experian them doing. Experian them about to push you to the side because they don't even care. Feel me? Like, you really got to be like, hey, I'm about to shoot everybody if y'all don't take this off. And then they're like, all right, no, we ain't gonna take it. But they crazy. So you go to the creditor, you show them, and the creditor make the adjustment, and they give you a letter, and they give you the stuff that you have. Then you send your I'm gonna give y'all a game too. Then you send your second letter to Experian, like, hey, what was your method of verification, whatever, and they go send it back to you. Then you send that letter, because they're going to adjust some stuff and they're going to have things in there for you. Then you send that letter to TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, and then they should take it off. Then you might have to jump on the phone. I'm telling you, it's like stabbing them in their back, right? Stabbing them in their back. But say, for example, hopefully I ain't confused y'all. I'm gonna write it down so y'all can understand it in the description below. So, but say if they be like, hey, we ain't out of the creditors on some trash, Experian them on some trash. Now you stuck in the middle. What are you gonna do? Now you gotta go back to the creditor, be like, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna give y'all this one though, because this is how I really get people collections off. So I don't know. But then you go back to the creditor, right? And it's this paperwork you got to fill out, and I can help you all out with that. You understand? If worst case scenario, you might not have to go there, but sometimes if both of them are acting crazy, you might have to, do what I'm about to tell you to do. It's all straight. You understand? So boom, worst case scenario, if it don't come off, and make sure y'all try 3 or 4 times or 2, exhaust your options before y'all reach out to me. I ain't gonna tax y'all, but I am gonna have to charge y'all a consultation fee. You know what I'm saying? But we go work towards it. So yeah, that's it. If you have that late payment on there and it's a big problem, definitely try those things. Do everything you can do. Continue to educate yourself. Continue to get on YouTube and get them late payments off of there. You know what I'm saying? But that factual dispute will work. Oh yeah, just something I did want to tell y'all. So I like my glasses, but my glasses don't like me. What's up? Hey, tell me if y'all like my glasses or not. No, I do. I really do like these glasses. Don't you know how you don't find the glasses that fit you? But I don't be trying to act Hollywood, but at the same time, these are the only ones I really like. I'm gonna try to really find some good designer ones like this. Tell me what y'all think. You understand? I need to start like dressing up a little bit more. I just be wearing my work outfit. So I'm done with that. So this is another thing I want to tell y'all. You have to, if say for example you making these factual disputes and stuff like that. My friend earlier that was a millionaire I was telling y'all about, and he got all these accounts and 800 credit score. We had to do a factual dispute with Discover. Not lying or anything, like, hey, this stuff ain't right, y'all, just this late payment room. And when we did it, they shut the whole account down. So if you make a late payment, you have that to think about. Hey, this late payment gonna get shut down. So before you hit the credit bureaus up, if you don't want that account to get shut down, you might want to keep going to the creditor. Like, hey, can I give y'all some extra money? Let me give y'all $100 y'all can have. Just help me out. Help me, help y'all, help myself. You understand? We all human. We all make mistakes. Can you take the late payment off? And hopefully they take it off for y'all. So let's do a recap. So factual dispute. Now what you're gonna do first? First, you're gonna call the creditor and see what you can do. And then also find out who is the CEO, or if you got a complaint, like this stuff on the website that you can find for each creditor. Like what is it? Yeah, it's like who, if you got Capital One, Synchrony Bank, find out who these people is so you can make these disputes, or if you can ask them to make an adjustment or a goodwill adjustment for you. That's what a lot of people call it. Because sometimes, you know, you might be in a hospital, you might be sick or divorced. Life can happen. You made a mistake and missed it, you know what I'm saying? COVID, you know, things can really happen. So you can, I'm going to give y'all them letters too. Y'all got to hit me up on Instagram. Spank_the_great. Hit me up on Instagram and I'll shoot y'all the letter. It's called a goodwill adjustment. You understand? Just tell them like, hey man, life happened. Don't do me like that. You know, especially if you've been making good payments. So let's the recap. So call the creditor, try to exhaust your options with them, reach out to the hierarchy and see if they can make them adjustments, send them a letter. Let me back up. Call the creditor, see if they can make an adjustment. If they say they can't do nothing, see if you can speak to somebody else. If they say they can't do nothing, see if you can speak to somebody else. And then if they say they can't do nothing, see if you can get like the CEO, the head CEO information, so you can send them an email or a text message, or not, yeah, email, about what's going on and see if they can help you out and make the adjustment. Then if that don't work, you might have to go to the credit bureaus, right, and do a factual dispute. Hit me up on Instagram and I'm gonna send y'all the letter for the factual dispute, or even or yeah, hit me up on Instagram and we'll do it, and I'll show y'all how to do a factual dispute with the late payment so y'all can get the late payment off. If that don't work, you go to the creditor and do a factual dispute, and then they might do an adjustment, right? They might do an adjustment with your credit profile. So once they do the adjustment with your credit profile, everything is updated. So if the credit bureaus don't honor your letter, so I'm giving y'all like 3 different things, and hopefully y'all can just follow the video. Y'all gonna have to rewind it because it is crazy. So the credit bureau is going to either remove it or they not. And then once you have the creditor update the stuff, you take that letter and send it to the credit bureaus, and then they can update it, and then your late payment to be off. And then if all else fails, you can call me and I'll show y'all. I got to keep one in the arsenal. That's if your stuff just horrendous and just crazy and you know, but the late payments, I do not like it. I don't even promote it. I do not like it. I took all my dad's stuff off. I don't like it. So if y'all need help, make sure y'all reach out to me. Tell me how I'm doing on this YouTube channel. I definitely want to share my experiences with y'all. I'm trying to build it up so we can start a community. Like I say, I want to show y'all, because y'all can do it. It's easy, and I want to be there on there so y'all can have a better lifestyle. I want to show you how to fix your own credit, and we all on there I'm just showing y'all like, oh, we fixing Greg credit this week, or we might just spend 5 hours on there and do 5 people credit just real quick, and y'all get it because repetition and get it in your head. And then you can either consult people on how to do their credit, and this credit repair, it go from like kindergarten all the way to your doctor's degree. It's like how deep you want to go. You understand? How deep? How much can you handle? It's like some stuff I was capped out on, but I'm trying to take it to the highest level. So hopefully this helped y'all out, man. I love y'all. If y'all need some help, reach out to me. My information in the description below. Like I say, subscribe to the channel. And if y'all found any value out this video, any type of way, make sure y'all subscribe. And I'm answering my phone as well. You know, so I'm not even really charging nobody for no consultation. But if you keep calling me, you gotta thumb me something. So that first hit, if you having a little problem or didn't understand something, we'll try to figure it out together. So like I say, subscribe. And this is how you remove late payments. I'm telling you, you understand? Like I gave y'all the sauce to really move it. You understand? I ain't give you the last one, but that's if it don't work. But exhaust your options. You can do it. Just be consistent and be organized and do it right in your phone. Boom, you sent your letter out 30 days, send another letter out in 30 days, and to stay on top of stuff. To stay on top of stuff and see what they saying. Call the credit bureaus, call the creditors. You know, it's going to take some time. Or you have to just pay somebody else to do it if you don't got the time. You understand? I drive for a living, so I just be on the phone talking, and I do stuff for my credit. So if you don't have the time, you might have to pay somebody. You know, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's how you do it yourself, man. I love y'all, and y'all take care, man. I'm out.